Hi guys, welcome back. I wanted to jump on with a pick a card stack reading, and this time I want to sort of target something here directly. And if you are in a, let's say, sort of like what feels to be like a situation where you're really thinking hard, like, should I move into a space that's related to the past? Is it about something that I've already created and reconnecting to that concept? Is it about what I'm doing right now, the momentum that I've built, or is it about something new, entirely new? And sometimes, we are in this sort of point where we say, really, where am I? And ultimately it comes down to the reflection with your higher self, and that's what I want to just sort of shed insight on here. And the messages that spirit has at this time. So let's get into it. It can be in relation to really anything, right? But we're talking about the energy. Where is it that you are feeling guided, moved to? What is ultimately helpful, useful to you on the broader sort of journey that you feel you're on? So let's get some stacks out. We're going to pull here. Let's do 3 stacks. And feel free to, again, choose a stack. Let's clear it. And even a concept that you have in mind. We're going to break it up into past, present, future, and the guidance that spirit has in relation to what that means for you. So let's jump into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. And it can be, again, however, let's pull that first stack. Second stack. Third stack. Let's clear the energy and ground, and feel free to meditate. Take a moment. We've got 3 stacks here. So we'll read the cards off to you. In the first stack, we have the Devil upright, King of Cups in reverse, and the Empress upright. The second stack, we have the Ace of Cups upright, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands upright. In the third stack, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Four of Wands upright, and the Page of Wands upright. So feel free again to meditate, take a moment, and we're going to jump into each of these stacks. Again, thinking of, what is it that I'm feeling sort of guided to move in the direction of what would be helpful for me on my journey of connecting with my higher self. So any insights that might be there. And we're going to pull from different stacks as well. We'll pull from whatever we feel guided to. Let's get into it. And first stack, let's clear the energy and ground. All right. Okay, past, present, and future. What is most helpful? Let's clear it. Some of you... Okay, so you've got something here that... Then this is a general video. I feel you're working on something here with this King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups typically speaks of, we can say, even a journey that is quite meaningful, is quite deep. Like the element of water, it can be sort of mysterious. Sometimes we feel like what we see is not always what we get with the element of water. With the King of Cups, we see that there is something that maybe we're studying. And in reverse, what I'm getting is that there is something that you're drawn to, and what in the current state, and I want to focus first on the current state because this is where you're at. Okay, with the King of Cups in reverse, this is something that you're currently, let's say, working on, and it is something that has a lot of intensity to it, passion to it, but I see it as something that is still in the state of not being. So I want to get further clarity cards when it comes to this energy, and if it would be advantageous for you to draw upon energies of the past or the future. So we have the Empress upright, and we have the Devil upright on either end of the King of Cups in reverse. So I want to pull a card here leading to the past. is the Empress energy ultimately a utility factor? For some of you, I'm getting that there is definitely a development here when it comes to the King of Cups energy in reverse. There's something novel even. If this is a career, whatever, with the King of Cups in reverse, I actually see it as something that, as you feel, it has a lot of potential. But this is what I'm seeing, and we may eventually expand these energies in a further reading. But as of yet, I'm feeling the King of Cups in reverse has a lot to it. And if this is a person, we'll make the example. This is someone who you feel you don't quite understand. It can be. Yes. And if it's a project, I feel, or even a talent or an ability, I feel that you see it as a vision, but it feels like it hasn't yet manifested physically, possibly. Okay, let's take it step by step. The Empress is what you sit with in the past. And you have the Seven of Cups with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups in reverse. What this tells me is that for some of you, there was a reason why you moved on from the past, but always, again, this is a general video. It's not going to resonate with everyone. I want to mention that, right? Two of Cups in reverse, at least at this time as well. Hierophant upright, Two of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups upright. This is a space, it's almost as if, let's say, the Hierophant speaks of something that has been determined already, that has been even proven it can speak of a constitutionalized bond. It can speak of so-called marriage. Okay. Leading from the Empress, this tells me that this is possibly something even historical. Something that, yeah, we just flicked the Empress. This is something that has been maybe even for years, take it as you will. For some of you, this can be that you were married, okay? I'm going to show this example. And this can be you even, again, in your career, always take it as you take it. But with the Seven of Cups upright leading out of the Hierophant, this tells me that there was something that you're looking for. The Seven of Cups upright leading into the Two of Cups in reverse and leading into the King of Cups in reverse tells me that there's something that you feel is important to you at this time that you can't quite identify. And so I see this as you are in a discovery period, actually. And it can be a spiritual expansion. It can be a moment of spiritual awakening even. This is possibly something that's out of the ordinary for you in some capacity. This energy is somehow possibly even unfamiliar. For those of you, this is a classic sort of feeling even of those who maybe were very successful or they were in a certain line of career and they, maybe they were even famous and they almost have this they have this moment where they say, no, this isn't, for whatever reason, it's not, it's almost too familiar, and that can be karmically. This can be an energy that, yes, I'm getting, this is possibly something that really was in alignment with your South Node energies. It might have been a soulmate energy or is a soulmate energy, but when it comes to what fits you spiritually, interesting, there is a need to define something more to who you are. And maybe this is you coming and saying, I think I need to discover myself. And maybe you're in this period. I see this as familiar with the Empress upright. Some of you definitely realize that maybe this is an easier path. This could be something that, is even aligned already for you. It could be like your family having a business that they are inviting you to partake in, and you're saying, well, that would be an easy ride. But I'm not sure if that's what would fuel me spiritually with the King of Cups in reverse. With the Two of Cups in reverse as well, leading out of the Seven of Cups upright, I feel like this is something that you do take a risk with. This path that you've embarked upon is kind of like, it feels like a journey. And it is freaky. For some of you, this can even be Dark Night of the Soul energy with a King of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. And this is like letting go, possibly, for some of the classic idea of a relationship, of a connection, for some, possibly. For some of you, I'm seeing that you feel kind of lonely, but at least you're honest. I'm hearing this. Take it as you will. At least you're being authentic and honest with who you are at this moment. So if this is the past energy, it was something that was, and it definitely had its moments. Maybe this is, again, a career that we're on the first pile. Maybe this was a career that, was made a lot of sense even. This is like, yeah, maybe I'm just hearing this prearranged marriage, Empress in the Hierophant, but it's not where you ultimately see yourself potentially. Now, this can even be a perspective. Okay. This could be an expectation. Let's clear it. Yeah. It's like, did I have the right thing in mind? I feel like you kind of led into the so-called abyss with the Seven of Swords, with the Seven of Cups upright, and said, I'm going to embark upon a journey. Now, you then lead out, and this is also emotionally wanting to emotionally challenge yourself. This can be kind of materialistic energy as well, definitely with the Hierophant and the Empress. Yeah, it's like, I see somebody who they have like a mansion and they want to go nomadic. This is what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups upright, Two of Cups in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. It's even someone who has like all their so-called shit together. They have a so-called like perfect sort of situation, lifestyle, home life, whatever it is, and they're like, I need to experience. I'm hearing for a number of you, actually, even maybe children. Interesting, with the King of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Some of you, this is, you're maybe putting your career first, and you're like, am I really in alignment? For some, leading out of that Empress and the Hierophant, I see you kind of, how do we say, it's like the type who was like, I'm hearing straight A, even with the Hierophant and the Empress, type A. Like, it's reminding me of that movie. But yeah, anyways, it's like, and then it's like, no, I want children. I am hearing this. But yeah, and so some of you may be looking for a suitor, but that could be a metaphor as well. Maybe there's something that you want to create from a different vantage point. Okay. Some of you want to be a musician or something. You want to do something creative. All right. Now let's continue though. Moving from that King of Cups in reverse, let's clear it. Yeah. There's a reason I feel there's something that you are developing even with the King of Cups in reverse energy. It's not easy. This is obviously a challenge because it is almost like, how do we say, King of Cups in reverse is sort of like a Neptunian water energy that is, I'm hearing, underrated. And this might even be the type of person where people are like, well, I don't understand why you chose them over that person, but it's like, I don't know, my heart is there, This is that energy maybe we're talking about. Let's clear it. Now, leading in a so-called future state, when we compare the Empress to the Devil, we see that actually they are quite similar. I feel that if you chose this stack, but always huge personal intuition, that at this time, the King of Cups in reverse says that you are looking for something that will help you transform your consciousness when it comes to how you see yourself in a mind, body, soul space. So let's clear it. The Empress and the Devil, if anything, the Devil speaks of a more even material, even physical abundance space than the Empress. The Devil is like the penultimate, Capricorn, Saturn, Midheaven, 10th house energies. For a number of you, yeah, let's clear it. But again, I just feel that if you are coming back down to it, the answer is not what is this thing, because we're still discovering it, but it's more the initiatory storyline. What was the first moment? What was that first experience that I embarked upon this cycle with having in mind? And it's like remembering why you left a certain storyline here. And ultimately you do what you think, but I feel that with the Two of Cups in reverse, there's something that you're brave with here. And it's saying, again, I want to discover. So I want to pull further on the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, 1 second. Let's clear the energy and ground. Let's clear the energy and ground. This requires patience. I don't feel this is what this is. In other words, there's no definition other than what you make of this space. So this is a very different world, I feel, from what you've known and where let's say if you were to so-called move on, I feel that it would be very similar to what was in the past. In other words, I feel like it's almost as if your soul is pushing you outside of, how do we say, the so-called past and the so-called future are both similar. How do we say it? Because there is something that you're defining. Five of Pentacles came through in reverse as well. On the Two of Cups in reverse, on the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you feel alone. I'm getting this. Let's clear it and ground. Yeah, some of you feeling alone with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords. Yeah. But yeah, some of you had a history here with the Empress and the Sun that just came through on the Empress. Let's clear it. I'm going to pull a clarifier on that with the South Node. Queen of Wands, yeah. So this was something that you realized was not really relevant to your larger audience. I'm seeing that even. And I feel this, and this is, again, a general reading, but you may have looked back on this space and there was a moment of clarity that you had in the space and you literally saw it so clearly and you said to yourself, that's where that would lead. And I don't want to be able to define my reality. I'm getting almost like a Uranian energy with the King of Cups in reverse. So let's see here what it is that this... Keep catching sight of the Eight of Cups. Let's clear it. What is it that... Okay, Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. So let's clear it. Is this something that is in alignment? Lion, ask for what you want. I do feel like there are family factors here. This is not going to be like a popular direction. But again, always interpret in your way. I feel like the factor that makes you question this, what is the factor that makes you question this? I feel that it is possibly the sheer fact that it hasn't been done before, maybe within your family circle, or maybe this is something kind of unique. Yeah. And you know that it's like, I got to do this. It's like you're going on a journey. This is for some of you. Actually, physically, maybe you're moving, actually going nomadic, like literally the Temperance card. These, but some of you are wanting to be like a monk. I'm seeing this with the King of Cups and the Temperance card, and it's something like that, possibly. But you've devoted yourself, as I see it, to some sort of spiritual mission at a certain point. What is it that you would derive? The Fool upright. That is Uranus right there. Definitely Uranian. Queen of Cups in reverse on the King of Cups. You guys, you are in search of a divine counterpart. So this is something that you have the expectation of. So if you're wondering with this stack, am I like kind of like random right now? I don't feel you're random. I feel like if anything you are, it's like you it's a nervousness, but it doesn't mean that it's not right. But again, this is a general video. Always meditate before you jump into a reading and make sure that you make your ultimate decision. But I feel that you know on a certain level what exactly it is that you, in a broader sense, would like to experience. And I feel like you're okay with that, knowing that, to be quite honest. Let's clear it. It's like, I know that I don't know what this is yet. Or I don't know where I've really, been led to. See, let's clear it. Yeah. And this can be, well, look at where you've got Aquarius energy in your birth chart. Look at where you've got Uranus energy in your birth chart. Look at where you've got your 11th house. Any planets in Aquarius. This is something that you feel is really important for you to build out, if anything. Like, I'm seeing someone who was brought up in like a very conservative family and they're like, that's the one thing that I know I need to do. So yeah. And there is someone here I see that you're meditating on either manifesting something with. So what is that factor between the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups? We split at the Six of Cups. Okay. So this is huge confirmation, but always, again, take it as you will. There is a moment here where you see very clearly that somebody is meant to be in your life in some shape or form. It doesn't mean that they are already in your life. Some of you maybe had a vision of someone, a dream of someone. It might be a soulmate here, but there's something with that Six of Cups that you're really passionate about. And it's not the standard. I want to really kind of like emphasize that with the Empress and the Hierophant in the past, the Queen of Wands and the Sun. I feel that that's impersonal to you. Okay. I feel like it's more you delving more deeply into the conversation with your higher self here with the King of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups upright, and the Queen of Cups. This is all water energy. So some of you, especially those of you who have a lot of water, when it comes to your North Node energies by way of house, by way of sign, and even aspect, there is something that you realize, I want to work on this in my life. I want to develop this. And with a Six of Cups upright, there is someone here possibly or something here that you want to kind of, it's like you're daring to explore. So, and for a number of you, this is an invention or a line of work that is really kind of even controversial with the Fool or somehow quirky. Okay. So I hope that answers it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Lovely light to you. And let's jump into the next stack. Thank you guys for tuning in. And 2122 is the timestamp on the second stack here. I'm going to gather the cards again. And we'll leave just the originals. We'll leave the originals. We had, it was the King of Cups. Oh, and the Devil, yeah. Okay, so stack 1, thank you again for tuning in. Let's jump into stack 2. Let's clear the energy and ground. For how many of you did that resonate? Feel free to hit the like or comment in the chat. Okay. Just clear the energy and ground. Stack 2. Wow, this is hard. Oh my God, no, this stack is hard. Let's clear it. Maybe literally, yeah. Ace of Cups upright. In the past position, let's clear the energy and ground. 6 of Pentacles in reverse in the current state. And what I see on that 6 of Pentacles in reverse card is that one gummy bear who has his sight set on the Ace of Wands in the future position. For some, this is hard, but it's easy. Okay, because I see that when we look at this in chronology, okay, you've sort of already moved through the Ace of Cups. That is one element, right? Water. This can also speak of something kind of, well, okay. This is something, yeah, when we look at the element of water, it also feels kind of youthful. Let's clear it. Something even of a moment of clearing. Some of you maybe even have healed from something. I'm seeing that. Let's clear it. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse in the current state tells me that you are feeling like, it's interesting because it's 6, it's 3-3. It kind of splits down the middle. And then we see this further mirroring with these two aces. Let's clear it. 2 different elements though. And you got the earth in the middle. And literally if you combine Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, well, that's fire and water. 1 second. Let's clear it. This is something for some of you may be creating. Yep. You're thinking maybe of which angle to take. Let's clear it. But yeah, let's clear it. There's a reason for each stage. There's a reason for everything actually that maybe you've experienced in this cycle. Like maybe this was one step stage, and this is another angle you want to take possibly. For some of you, this may translate as you, if there's a person you're friends with them. I feel like it's not like you're literally open to see what happens in this space. I feel like you don't yet have a confirmation. Okay. But beyond that, again, it's easy because I see you as moving into, if you were to so-called move into the future state, I see as, first of all, forward motion and movement with the Ace of Wands upright. And it is complementary in a sense to the Ace of Cups. This is yin yang. When we look at Pentacles and the number 6, we really see a very strong focus on what has matured, what has been brought into form. I almost see this as wheels. Okay, so it's almost like, yeah, you have 2 sort of components. And with the 6, Yeah, it's about complementary energies. And so if you chose this stack, let's clear it. Yeah, there's also a mirror here. I see that, if anything, the challenge in moving in the future is that it is something new and different, but you might find that it's complementary to what has been. For a number of you, this is maybe a master's program. I'm just hearing that, or something that you feel you're wondering, is it worth it to like invest in this storyline? I feel that it would be. It is challenging for some because it takes you to another level, and it is something similar. Again, ace mirroring, but it is different in nature. Some of you, yeah, this is something physical as well. I feel that it's exciting though. Take it as you will. So again, a general reading. Let's pull further on that ace and the 6 of pentacles. Yeah, I feel you know this. You know what this is. You know what this is. You know what this decision is. It's almost inevitable. 6 of Cups. That's on the Ace of Wands. This is yeah. It's almost like I know what the outcome is. I know that that's the next step. I just have to take it. And I'm hearing I'm ready. So maybe I feel if you chose a stack, you're pretty clear on this. I know that you want this. I'm hearing that. If anything, I'm hearing that. Like maybe you know you want this, but it's just confirmation that, okay, maybe it's like kind of just a little daunting, but it's exciting ultimately. So, all right, thank you, second stack. Let's jump into the third stack here. That was, yeah, okay. Third stack. Let's clear the energy. Again, I feel like that's more confirmation. Oops, we put the cards back. 6 of Pentacles. Let's bring them back. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And I feel like there's a point of the moment where you say, well, I feel like I would really, I feel like I would mature. Okay. Again, it's like somebody who, this is like asking like, are you sure you want to graduate? It's like, that's why we're in the degree program. Ultimately, is there a little bit of like a moment where you're like, oh my God, like, let's clear it. Yeah. I'm like growing up, but I feel like it's something that you're experiencing. Okay. Now let's move through. To be quite honest, I feel like you may have already even moved through that Ace of Wands. It might even actually be something, again, that is reflecting the past, but it's just, again, from another angle. So maybe for some of you, like, let's clear it. You maybe even had an experience, we're still in the second stack, you may have had an experience that you want to revisit, that you want to revise, but from another vantage point. So, okay, this third stack, let's clear it. And for some of you, it's something financially. Let's clear it. 1 second. This might even be a collaboration of these two energies, because yes, again, it's not like we see the Ace of Cups in reverse. If we saw this Ace of Cups in reverse, I would feel, I think, differently about that. But given that they're both right side up, it's like you come back, right, to C from A, B, C, but you get to C by way of what you derived with A and B. It's almost like the realization that you have another factor here that you can complement that, future so-called state with. So let's get back to it. Knight of 4 of Wands upright. Let's clear the energy and ground. Page of Wands upright. And then Knight of Cups in reverse. Now let's clear the energy and ground. I'm hearing delete. I'm hearing that with the Page of Wands upright. Take it as well. For some of you, there's somebody here. I'm just seeing this really clearly right off the bat. There's someone here who was encouraging you to move in a direction. I feel you feel kind of uncomfortable with that. What's that about? What are you holding on to here with the 4 of Wands? I feel some of you here are, this is like a pre, this is going to sound freaky, but like pre-Dark Night of the Soul energy. It's like, I don't want to let go, but like, and you might read on this reading from a previous vantage point, for example, like, but okay. Page of Wands upright. Yeah, it's almost like the universe even, or I see it though as someone pushing you in a direction like, come on, like, it's time, like, But it's funny because the Knight of Cups in reverse reminds me of that Father of Cups in reverse from that second stack, from that first stack, that we were almost like, right, glorifying at a certain point. For some of you, the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is something that I see someone as fearing this, but let's clear it in ground. You come in with the 4 of Wands upright. Let's clear the energy. Wow. The Queen of Wands again on the 4 of Wands in the deep past, 3 of Swords in reverse. For some of you, I feel like I'm just getting this vibe like the past is actually really related to the present. If you chose this stack, It's almost as if, yeah, it's almost as if something has continued. For some of you, this is a point where you're like, okay, I know that I need to be asking more. I'm hearing bigger questions. This can be you realizing that something is also not realistic or it's done. I'm seeing with the Four of Wands upright, you definitely have a history or a past here. It can be with someone, it can be with something, it can be a concept, it can be something though that ultimately I see this as like kind of a playhouse with the Four of Wands, right? But this is a general video. Always take it as you will. The Queen of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands upright. It's almost like I'm even seeing this possibly as someone's mother. It's like I see someone, even going out to college. I don't know. Or something like this, like no longer living in the home at the Page of Wands, and it's like someone is encouraging someone to move on. Okay, like, but it could again be a parent. It's like, it's time. I'm hearing that. Like, no, but this is freaky. I see it as like again, like someone. It's a first time or some kind of first experience. Yeah. But I feel like the encouragement on some level is definitely, let's clear the energy, down the right side of the body, is in this direction with the Knight of Cups in reverse. This can be a field that maybe even you feel you're needed in, but you're comfortable. There's something very, I mean, this is the standard. I'm seeing that with the Page of Wands. This can even be programming. Like, I thought that was like the thing to do, or like, this is cool, this is where it's at. But someone has really, like, I see this as like, I need to buy new clothes. I'm hearing this. I'm seeing somebody's like outgrown like their baby clothes. It's like I'm hearing like I need, like, let's clear it. Like, you're comfortable, but there is something exciting here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Maybe that's even what an employer is suggesting, for example. Yeah, this is a very comfortable, like, even a home life. I feel like something related. Yeah, so you moved out even of a space that was like very comfortable, maybe at a point. And this can be you saying, I need to broaden my horizons. There was something even cultural here, because with the Page of Wands leading out of the Four of Wands, it's like, this is where I grew up. This is what I know. This is born and bred kind of energy. I'm hearing this. But it's the Page. So it's still, and it's the same element. And it's a 4. And and the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's almost like, let's clear it. Could be a past life energy. Could be something cultural. Knight of Cups in reverse. Sometimes it's like, hey, why is the universe? I feel like the universe is telling me to like detach from what it is that has been even my heritage. I'm hearing my history, like what I've known. I'm hearing that again. So some of you, maybe you've tried. This is something that has maybe you or someone is trying to gradually move out of this space. Maybe you want to like couldn't be even an approach you're taking. Let's clear it. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's very nervous. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Tower. Tower, yeah. Yeah, with the Page of Wands. It's like, I get like I get a very freaked out energy, like somebody who is like first day of school. It's like, don't leave me alone. I'm hearing this. Take it as you will. Let's clear it. It could be someone, an aspect of your being. Let's clear it. I see someone actively encouraging someone to move in a certain direction that maybe is intentionally uncomfortable, but this is a general video. You shouldn't do something that you're not comfortable with. Okay, but this is a general video. But again, definitely don't do something that you're not comfortable with. Okay. We're talking like existentially, right? So this is a general video again, and you got to meditate before you get into it if you're like confused what this is referring to. Okay, and it's for entertainment purposes only. This is even an industry, okay? It can be, that, something, but I just keep seeing someone. It's like they're coming forth and wanting to like kind of say, hey, like expand your horizons. Like think about what, not like we've done. If anything, it kind of feels similar but different from that first stack. The first stack is like, this has been created. Would you like to like take it on? Kind of like a legacy energy. The third stack is more like, we've thought about it and we think like, you maybe you want to like kind of expand and like go on your own, Let's clear it. The Tower is upright. I see someone running even like to a wave, but they're freaked out and they retreat. For some of you, this is you realize you want to get really brave and ready. I'm hearing and emotionally ready and mature even with matters of the heart. For some of you, maybe someone's like a player, even with the Page of Wands upright, and like, but it's not real. It's not like, let's clear in the heart chakra. It's not realistic, and they're very, very young, but they realize there's no way I'm gonna like really be manifesting my storyline here. If I am mirror person, I did not see what you said before you retract your message, by the way. It's like, I really did not. I'm not gonna manifest what it is that I feel I need in this space. It's like, I know I gotta move on kind of vibe. I know I need to like, yeah. But this is freaky. I'm hearing that with the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like they know that they want, It's similar actually, again, but reversed with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups that we saw in that second stack. So it's almost like there's something that is obviously even quite an opportunity, but it's, and it's a matter of how you see yourself maybe, or how one sees themselves, even, with their family, with their friends. Let's clear it. It's freaky. This is freaky with the Knight of Cups in reverse. They do want that, I feel, or they know that they are I don't want to say lacking that, but like it's about observing. Interestingly, this might be something they were not brought up with. Yeah. The Knight of Cups in reverse. It's even like maybe someone's family is like pushing someone and saying, hey, like, we want you to have what we didn't have. Like, feel free to like expand your horizons, like explore the world. I feel like actually this is quite an open-minded energy in a sense, but always takes it was always a matter of let's clear it. It's like someone who realizes that they can't even offer maybe their child, their son. Maybe they want to put somebody up for adoption. So maybe it's an animal. They realize they can't take care of them kind of vibe. Like he would have a much better home here, for example, possibly, but that could be a metaphor as well. The Queen of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. If that's the case, I feel someone feels that there is a much better scenario here. They don't maybe know what that is. It's kind of freaky yet again. Like, I feel someone feels alone. Like, this is someone who, again, I'm hearing maybe was a player. It's like they don't know how to not be a player kind of vibe. It's like, I don't know what it's like to like not be like kind of, I don't know. Yeah, take it as you will. I see somebody wanting to move in with a grandmother with the Queen of Cups in reverse, but they're not sure if that's... Let's clear it. Aw, I really see someone is nervous. They're like, we don't want to take him to the shelter. It's like, maybe that's what it feels like. They don't know if this is going to be the right move. They want to place this person somewhere. They're not sure if that's the right move. Maybe it's even a program. They're not sure if that's going to be, if that's where they would thrive. But their goal, I see, is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Let's clear it and ground. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is even like an experiment. I'm not sure what that's about, but again, maybe like the family is not aware, or they just keep seeing the family before. They're not sure if this is, yeah. Maybe it's like we're not sure if they would be appropriate. I don't know what that's alluding to. Maybe this is even someone who offers and promises this to this person. However, it's something unknown. I'm hearing nationality, but the Knight of Cups. But but it is like it's even someone marrying someone or courting someone or thinking about dating somebody from like another community. I think that someone realizes that something though is it is. Let's pull a card between that Queen of Cups. What I'm hearing headdress, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Wands upright, Justice upright. Oh. This is freaky. For some, this is a matter of commitment. This is freaky. I just keep hearing that Page of Wands. Like, maybe this is someone who's like they never been in love, like, with a woman. I'm hearing this Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like, I don't know if I'm ready. Like, they're freaked out, you guys. Let's clear it. Like, they come from, like, a small town kind of vibe. I'm hearing this Four of Wands upright, Page of Wands upright. Maybe they're having, like, nightmares, but then it's... They're like, can I do this? It's like they're imagining themselves, like, on a horse, like, being romantic. It's like... Yes, I can do this. Let's clear it. Maybe it's like, yeah, their family's different, justice. It could be something religious. Maybe they feel they'll lose their independence. Maybe they feel they will lose, like, yeah. Part of their, like, but it's like, I'm hearing, I don't want to grow up kind of energy. I mean, I'm just hearing that. Like, I don't want to move on. Like, but it's like, but they're looking in that direction. 1 second. It's like I'm seeing a mama duckling pushing their duck, like, onto the stage kind of vibe. It's like, all right. The Fool. This is something I feel someone can see themselves in. If this is you wanting to place your child even in a new, like schooling system, it's almost as if it's like really tailored for them. Maybe this is again, this is a general video. Always talk to your person practitioner, but it's almost like it's more tailored to them, but it hasn't been done before. Maybe you're thinking of homeschooling. This is for some, or something like this. Something like this. Something like this. Let's clear it. Maybe they're going to go abroad, they're going to go off to boarding school. This is for somebody that Fool upright, and it's like nerve-wracking. Maybe this is the could be. It's like, oh my God, my son. It's like, let's clear it. For some of you, this is someone possibly, they're going to move away in order to, like, live this life. Or it's some factor, like, in order to do this, it would require them. And there is something historical here. Let's pull further on that Queen of Cups specifically. I'm hearing yes. It's a factor. Ooh, someone's so nervous. They're really worried about the cultural implications here, even societal. They're thinking it's complicated. Chariot in reverse, it can be actually where would we live? Where would our parents be? It's something like that. It could even be an actual language barrier. Like, maybe you want to, yeah, this is maybe even something related to, like, let's clear in the throat chakra. Somebody's worried about their parents and their health, and when they get older, gonna vibe, and like, what's gonna happen. I'm hearing 2 doors. Are you gonna have a door there? Where are they gonna, like, I don't know what that's going to. Maybe you're thinking of living with people. Yeah, there's something logistical here. So thank you for tuning in. You guys, love and light to you. Enjoy this period, and we'll get into other readings. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions with the readings in general. And we'll see you in the next spread. Bye. Love and light.